I could just go on and on. Revenge of the Sith, while not my favorite, I still love it, but it probably has some of my favorite scenes in the franchise.
Gotcha.
Again, the scene with Yoda and Chewbacca where Yoda is saying goodbye and he takes off. That was a very cool scene. I mean, first, it's Chewbacca and Yoda in one scene. Two awesome characters, two of my favorite characters in one scene automatically makes for a cool scene.
There you go.
But what adds to it is just how emotional it is. Due to the great music by John Williams. All right, so that's it for all the questions. Thank you, Mr. Streff, for
My
joining
pleasure.
the show.
I always like talking about Star Wars.
Same.
Thanks for having me on.
I could talk about it for ages, honestly. That's how much I love it. I've grown up with it I've loved it ever since I was a child.
Excellent.
So thanks for watching the show, everybody. And this is Brian Hunt, and on to the next segment. Hello, I'm Brian Hunt. Welcome back to the show. This is my second guest. His name is Mr. Cullen. He's another one of my history teachers. Hello, Mr. Cullen. How's everything going?
Great, Brian. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. All right, so first question. I know you're a big Indiana Jones fan.
Yes.
How were you introduced to Indiana Jones?
I saw the movie as a young child, Raiders of the Lost Ark. I got taken to the movie theater to see it, and I was fascinated right away. It was such a great character, a great movie, and then so all the other movies came out. I made sure to see them opening weekend as soon as I could.
Oh, I first saw Raiders of the Lost Ark. I first saw it Mother's Day of I think 2012 and I was in the family room of my house. My mom, my dad, and I think my sister were there, and I think actually both of my sisters. And my mom wasn't paying any attention, but I remember watching it and being amazed at it. And I remember that infamous melting face scene and how it scared the daylights out of me.
Totally.
But now when I look back at it, I'm less scared, and I'm more like, how did they do that? Okay, next question.
Sure.
What's your favorite film in the Indiana Jones franchise?
Well, it's a toss-up between Raiders of the Lost Ark and Last Crusade, but I'd have to say, I don't know. You're making me choose? Raiders of the Lost Ark. It's just almost a perfect movie, right? But I really love Last Crusade as well.
Last Crusade and Raiders are the only two I've actually seen.
Well, those are the best two.
Yeah, that's what I'm told. A lot of people say those are the best two, although some people say Temple of Doom.
Nah.
People are mixed. They say it's okay.
Definitely. Yeah.
All right, now, what's your least favorite?
Easy. The Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, the last one they came out with. It's not that good, in my opinion. Shia LaBeouf's in it, so it already is bad right from the start because of him. And I just don't think it's as good of a Indiana Jones movie as some of the other ones.
I actually don't mind Shia LaBeouf. He's not great, but I don't mind him.
Sure.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah.
I've seen bits and pieces of
There's some good
Temple of
scenes
Doom
and some stunts,
and-
but overall the movie's not great,
Yeah, it doesn't seem that bad. It seems all right.
of course.
Now, what's your favorite moment in the franchise?
Oh, in Raiders of the Lost Ark, where he gets on the horse and he goes after the truck that has the Lost Ark in it. He gets into that big fight on the truck and he goes underneath the truck on the rope, and then he comes back up under the truck and beats up all the Nazis and steals the Ark. I thought that scene was amazing. As a little kid, he goes under the truck as the truck is moving and climbs back onto the back of the truck. I was just amazed at the stunt and the kind of the action in the scene. So that's probably my favorite part of the whole movies.
My favorite is probably the scene in Raiders, just the opening.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Yeah,
I
that's
forgot
just an
about that.
iconic opening. Probably one of
Definitely.
the best opening scenes.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, without a doubt, just a great opening scene, especially with the part with the ball, just so iconic.
Oh, definitely.
And of course, you got the iconic line, "I hate snakes."
Yes.
Don't we all, Indy? Don't
That's
we
right.
all?
I do.
What makes you love Indiana Jones so much?
As a student, as a kid, I loved the amount of action and history they all combined together. There's so much references to historical things that I love to learn about. Now that I'm a teacher, I like to teach about. But also, there's some great action sequences. I also like it's not a lot of computer graphics. So
Yeah.
when they have someone jump off a car or a plane, they just have someone jump off a car or a plane instead of
Yeah.
designing on a computer. So I think their balance of action, fun, but in history, it just was my favorite as a kid. Still
Without
is.
a doubt. And there's a lot of references to a lot of 30s and 40s serials. And
Yes.
I think actually Kingdom of the Crystal Skull referenced 50s serials.
Yep. Inspired by those things.
Yeah, which is kind of cool. You see a lot of those things, characters surviving crazy stuff. That's
Yep.
kind of what Indiana Jones is in a nutshell.
Exactly.
Characters survive stuff that in real life nobody would survive.
That's right.
Like, I'm still shocked that Indy was able to keep his eyes closed for that long during the arc.
Well, because he's so smart, because he's such a good historian, he knows what's going to happen, so he's able to prepare himself. Whereas the bad guys, they don't know their history.
Yeah.
That's why they make their mistakes.
I couldn't keep my eyes shut for that long. They'd hurt.
Yeah.
I don't know if you knew this news, but in 2021, there's going to be a 5th installment. Are you pumped? Or
I always love Indiana Jones. Even a bad Indiana Jones movie is still better than a lot of other movies, so I'll take it. I love seeing what Dr. Jones is up to.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see a Harrison Ford pushing 80 doing Indiana Jones.
Definitely.
Yeah, without a doubt. Speaking of the 5th film, what would you like to see in the 5th film?
Oh, me. Myself. I'd love to be in the 5th movie. But I don't know if Steven Spielberg is going to be calling me any day now for it to be in that
Yeah.
movie. So I'd like to see I'd like to see Indiana Jones in the 60s, maybe dealing with
Yeah.
some more of the Soviets and stuff like that. That'd be kind of interesting.
Or Vietnam War.
yeah,
That'd
exactly.
be
Some of that
interesting.
time period. So that'd be kind of interesting.
That'd be interesting to see what type of artifact he'd be looking for at that
Definitely.
time.
Definitely. I agree. I think it's a good idea.
It'd be kind of cool to see Harrison Ford's Indiana Jones old and he's in the 60s and he has to deal with all this.
Yeah.
He has to deal with Vietnam War. He has to deal with maybe hippies. He has to deal with all that stuff.
Yeah. It'd be kind of interesting.
Yeah, it would be very interesting. And it would kind of come full circle because the first 3 were 30s and 40s serials.
Yep.
They were inspired by 30s and 40s culture.
4th one's in the 50s.
Yep. So making the 5th one in the 60s would kind of be a good way to send it off.
Totally.
I'd also love to see maybe. I like I love the series. I'm not as big into it as you are, but I would love to see John. I think his name is John Rhys Davies. I'd like to see his character return.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
He was a
Solid.
lot of fun.
Yeah. Definitely.
It would also maybe they could bring back like characters that haven't been in the franchise for a while or something back.
Sure.
That'd be cool.
Totally.
After all, a lot of franchises nowadays will do that. Like sometimes in a Fast and Furious movie, they'll bring back a character that hasn't been seen in a while, and they'll bring them back.
Definitely.
Final question. How
Okay.
long do you think the franchise will survive?
Oh, I think for a long time, even if they don't make any more movies, whether they make number 5 or not, they're iconic. I mean, I have pictures of them up in my classroom. People
Yeah.
know about them. They're some of the most important action movies of the
Definitely.
20th century and the 21st century. So I think it's a legendary film series. It might not be up there with, for younger kids, Star Wars or Marvel and some of the
Yeah.
Avengers movies, but for older people like myself, Indiana Jones movies are classics and they're
Yeah.
timeless. You watch it now or 10 years from now, Raiders of the Lost Ark is going to be a great movie. Every time.
Definitely. I mean, it's up there with Star Wars as one of the most game-changing films
I agree.
at that time.
And
I mean,
Harrison
nothing
Ford's in
like
both
it.
of them.
Yeah. I mean, when Raiders of the Lost Ark came out, there wasn't really anything like it.
Completely agree. And that's one of my favorite parts. So many of the movies nowadays are reboots or sequels, and Indiana Jones is unique.
Yeah. You don't get like a James Bond type thing with Indiana Jones where you
No.
get another actor there.
Yeah, that's right. But maybe we'll have to, because Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be me.
I wouldn't mind getting like a. I know they did a TV series. I haven't seen it, but they did like a young Indiana Jones.
Yeah, it was okay. But it was before all the stuff you see him in
Yeah.
Raiders of the Lost Ark. Yeah, exactly, when he's younger.
So I do agree. I think the franchise will survive
I hope.
a long time. And as for you saying if Indiana Jones 5 will happen, it's going to happen. I mean, not having it happen would be throwing money out the window.
Yeah, probably. You're right, Bri.
Plus, the release date's already confirmed. I mean, the year it's coming out has already been confirmed. So
Well, we'll see.
it does look like it's really going to happen.
Well, I hope it's amazing, just like the other ones.
Same. Well, oh wait, before I go, I have maybe one more question.
Okay.
What would you say, not counting the theme to Indiana Jones, your favorite piece of music from the entire franchise is?
Ooh. Well, the Indiana Jones theme is awesome. I mean, that's
Yeah.
a great song. I like the, I'm going to get a little nerdy here, but I like the music when in Raiders of the Lost Ark, he's in the Well of the Souls, and he's got the staff, and he's looking,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
like kind of that music. It feels very, it sounds like the music when you'd be uncovering an ancient artifact. It sounds
Oh,
like that
yeah.
music should be playing. So I kind of like that. But I mean, the Indiana Jones theme song is pretty awesome.
Yeah,
You know, it's
without a doubt.
one of the best songs in movie history, I would say.
Definitely. And that's all thanks to John Williams, who
That's
also
right.
did Star Wars.
So used to work for the Boston Pops right here in Massachusetts.
He's doing that?
Oh, he used to.
Oh, really?
Yeah, back in the day.
Cool.
Yeah.
Goes to show how awesome he is. And he's
That's right.
still doing movies even
Yep.
when he's pushing 90.
That's right.
It's incredible what people can do at their age.
Totally agree.
Well, thank you for joining the show, Mr. Cullen.
Thank you for having me, Brian.
All right. Thanks for watching the show, everybody. This is Brian Hunt signing off.